Welcome to How the Pod. My name is Heidi Harman. This is the place where we pick the brains of changemakers about tech and society. So Emma is the co-founder of Alvers, a VR meeting place. That is her new startup. And given the pandemic and how we need to regulate how much we meet people and in what amounts, it is like the best timing in world history to actually have a VR meeting place where you can do sales meetings or workshops or however you'd find that technique to be adjustable and workable for you. And I'm super excited to have you here.
Thank you.
You're a longtime friend of mine. We've done like Equal Meetup together. We met a few years before that even, and we've been around the world really together.
Yeah.
And you've done this like amazing job at starting the startup with your husband.
Yeah, thank you. My husband is one of the other co-founders.
Yeah. I'm super excited to hear more. Do you want to tell me and everybody else, what is Alvers?
Yeah, sure. So in order to understand what it is that we want to achieve with Alvers, I want to talk a little bit about our vision of what it could be. So we have pretty ambitious and pretty grand plans for this platform, right? So we want to be the future of collaborative VR. And what does that mean, to collaborate in VR? It means that you can bring multiple people into the same place and you can use the same tools. So you can go into this place and you can sit around the table, you can draw on a whiteboard, you can use Post-its, you could do more specific things like supporting your type of work. That could be like anything really. It could be surgery, or you could be a salesperson that needs to do sales training. You could be a student that needs to learn biology, and you meet with your teacher in this place and you have a conversation and you bring in your tools to understand how the human body works or how nature works, or
That's amazing.
Sky's the limit, right? Really, yeah.
No, but it is amazing because like we've seen this. I remember like in the 90s, I saw a company that actually like you would actually hold a pen, then you would look through like some weird lens, and you would literally, you wouldn't do an injection. It was for nurses and doctors, but you would use like a scalpel, like cutting through some rat or something. But I could see today with actually wearing the VR set on your head, how much more effective that would be.
Yeah. So what's really cool about VR is that it's completely immersive. So you talked a little bit about the remote situation that we are in now, given the pandemic. So many of us are stuck in those video meetings all day long, and it is exhausting. So we are stuck in front of the screen and we're looking into this 2D screen and trying to figure out what our colleagues are trying to say or how they feel, or it's a lot of things that goes missing in that communication, and we're lacking like the social context. So when we meet in a 3D space, we also bring in like the eye contact, we bring in the body language, and we can move around and
which are crucial for like human interaction.
Yeah.
Are you smiling? Are you not smiling?
Yeah.
How are you moving?
Where are you looking at? And you can look at you can point your gaze to a certain person that is talking. You can look away and look somewhere else.
Are you crouching together and folding your body over, looking super nervous? Yeah. Protecting yourself? Or are you opening up, sitting, broad-shouldered and happy and content? Yeah, that's really cool. So, I mean, I think that you many years ago, like we're talking a decade ago, I don't know, were you in the workshop that I did in Second Life? Because me and Robin...
but I was in Second Life. I mean, everybody was there. So, but it's, it's cool that you bring it up. Because this is, I don't know, similar, but it's the next step of that, Yeah,
it's like a beautiful continuation in a contemporary setting with much more modern tools, and you're really like bringing to life what VR can be in a practical sense, more than just like games, which are entertainment, and that is an amazing space for VR to be. But if we can also adapt it in work, I mean, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, so in the way that we want to achieve this is to democratize it and make it super modular. So most platforms, they focus on like one thing, and then you are stuck with what they think that you need. But Alvers, we think about it in a different way. So it's built up of three things. So it's the Alvers Visor, where you that you put on your VR headset, and that is an app, and you go into a place via the Visor, where you have your 3D place. And it is places, which is places that you can rent from us in the future. It's not done yet, but we're working on it. So you can rent a place, and there you can bring in all these appliances that I've been talking about. And it is also...
What would an appliance be? Can I like design my room so it looks like Go to 10, which is this amazing meeting place where we're borrowing the pod studio today?
Yeah, yes.
Could that be that, for example?
That could be that, and that would be the place, sort of.
Yeah.
And then you will bring in this... Now we're talking about furniture. But then you would also probably need something else. Maybe you need to share a screen. Maybe you need a whiteboard. Maybe you need something to take notes.
A shared Google document.
Yeah.
Everybody put in your phone numbers.
Maybe you need a pod studio where you can record, make your pod.
And that would be the other apps that you... that's tools.
Yeah, that we call it appliances or applications.
Yeah.
So, and those anybody could build using our API. So
Wonderful.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I'm thinking like, it's kind of weird that I have this, or it's actually not weird that I'm thinking about Second Life, but I remember you could build like glittery hair and like shoes, and you could like, there was like this entire economy with the Linden Lab, like dollar, and you could like sell your glittery hair, and then you'd make one and you just sell it to everybody. So people actually made money in there.
Yeah.
But here it's basically like an entire ecosystem where I could say, okay, I know that everybody's going to be using Google Docs together at some point. Let's make the most amazing user experience for that and just plug it in.
Yeah, and if you are...
Or offer it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is also what we want. We want to build this marketplace where you can purchase and sell these appliances.
How many are you?
Yeah, we are five founders, and we have one employee. That is, she is a 3D artist, so she's making the avatars. And we are 5 founders, so we are 1, 2, 3, 4 coders and 1 business CEO boss lady. Yes. And we've been working on this in our spare time for the last 2 years. It is originally Nevin's idea, and then he's really good at like bringing people into his crazy ideas. So he and a couple of friends also organized VR hack nights where we were like tinkering on this, and then it turned into a company this year in January. So now a couple of us can work full-time on this. A couple of us are gonna join in and work full-time. I will be working 20% moving forward. Yeah, so we are, as I mentioned, we have come pretty far with the Alvers Visor, where you can go into this 3D place. We have a couple of those applications that I talked about. So you can go to a place and you can start a jukebox and listen to music. You can launch a whiteboard and draw on it together. You can be multiple user in this place. And then places we're still working on. So far it's only one place, but yeah, we want to make the ability to create, that the user can create an account and then rent the place from us.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
And what do I need? I mean, I've got a computer. I get a VR set.
Yeah, you need a VR headset.
Do I need like any other hardware?
Software? Yeah, well, I mean, it would be great if you had a computer where you can create your place also. No, yeah, I think, yeah. And yeah, but basically for using Alvers, you need Visor to connect.
And that's the app.
Yeah, I mean, you need a VR headset.
Yeah.
Where you can download Alvers and down. Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. That's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
You made it simple for people to. And here's a little plug. You guys are also looking for people to do a beta test with. So anyone who's doing this.
As I mentioned, we are in early development. So we have these like bare-bone basic things that you need for this platform. But now we are working on more applications and like making it more professional. So we really we would like to work with companies that would need this type of technology and join forces with us in making this reality. So yeah.
So in practice, anybody who's doing like a sales training with their staff, doing a workshop with Post-its where you need to kind of understand how stuff works and be able to together see and sort out the Post-its. And anything else?
Yeah, it could be more specific as well, but these generic things like having a workshop or having a business meeting and taking some notes is pretty generic, something that a lot of people could benefit from.
Yeah.
But then it could also be more specific things like, I don't know, surgery training or anything, like building a simulator.
Yeah.
For that. Yeah.
Cool. I think that sounds really exciting. And I know several people I'm going to put you together with because I actually went to a dinner yesterday.
Yeah.
It was very, very Corona safe. But
those Swedes, they are going to dinners. What are they doing? They should be locked up. Yeah.
Scandalous.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to connect you with a guy who is an old friend of mine who you also know, Jonas. And he's doing, and I told him about the project and he was like, I need that. So you have a booked call already.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. And that's what's so cool also that so many are very positive about VR right now. So yeah, I think it's a good time to get this into our reality.
And it is well needed.
I mean, in best scenario, it would have already been created so that people could cope with the remote situation better. But here we are, and we are working as fast as we can.
So, I mean, it really does sound like a product with a ton of possibility in so many areas. I mean, whether it's like a medical, more science-based stuff or practical business meeting, sales training. What does your roadmap look like?
So currently we're looking for mid-sized companies that would like to be on this journey with us and bring VR into their work environment. And long term, we want to build this marketplace so anybody could build an app and sell it, make it available for others. So this could also be companies that are making this app and making it available for purchase, right? So that's the long term. Say 18-month journey. So in the next 6, 7, 8 months, we want to work with companies to improve the infrastructure and the overall quality of the platform.
That is so cool. And like, how did you guys start?
It started on these VR hack nights about in around 2016. And then, it's already 4 years ago. Can that be true? Yeah. And then, we've been working on it in our free time. And it sort of got more clear what we needed for this stream. And you sort of work with the product and what it could be. And then we incorporated this year. And we are now 5 co-founders and 1 employee.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Has there been anything that's been difficult? Like any hurdles that you had to like work around?
It's been quite difficult to explain what it is. I think a lot of people are very stuck in the understanding of what a platform is and what it can be. So what this is extremely modular in that you could open or like use any application. So it's basically going to a web browser or like your computer, you can open up multiple things at the same time. But then if you go into one platform, you are like stuck with what that company wants you to do there or what they have built for you. But in Alvers, you could bring in anything.
So it's more like an ecosystem where you're a co-creator of creating your own needs.
Yeah, you could be co-creator or you could consume apps from multiple resources, multiple creators. So you could bring in your documentation, your whiteboard, your calculator, and it could be all from different creators.
And I could also create my own like vision board and my own like
Totally.
timeline. And then like, did I get it done? And I could draw.
Yeah.
I could maybe even teach someone how to make a resultat och balansräkning. Like economy in your company.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's so amazing. Was there anything that was easy? I mean, is there ever?
I think it's just like the passion of it makes it easier. You really believe in it and you like it and you want to make it happen. That makes it easier, right? So it's always easier when we follow our hearts and do what we believe in. So that makes it easier. And also not being alone in this, and we are like quite a large group.
And if you would want to try Alvers today, is it possible?
Yeah, you can go into alvers.com, and there you will find lots of information about us, and you can tap the Get Started tab.
And it's just go.
And then you can download Alvers and use it on your VR headset. And if you are a developer that would like to develop apps for Alvers, that is super interesting for us. So
get in touch.
Please go to the tab on alvers.com that says Develop Apps and get in touch with us and give us feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question. Like, I mean, you're a developer. You're a backend developer since before. And you've been working with like moving media for a broadcasting company in their engineering department. How has the switch been to Alvers? Like, which language are you building this in? And did you have to like relearn to be able to develop Alvers?
Yes. So in my day-to-day work, I work in Node backend, so JavaScript and TypeScript. And in Alvers, we are working in Erlang and Lua and Elixir. So I am building the web backend, and that is Elixir. So I'm learning that as I go.
And how's that?
It's fun. It's fun to learn a new language. Yeah.
Right.
It's the syntax is weird, and You have to look up a lot of things and kind of learn as you go. And it's it's really inspiring and fun.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So with that, I think I'm going to say thank you ever so much for coming here and joining me for this conversation. It's been really wonderful to get a peek into what you're doing and how you're thinking about the future and how this pandemic change is changing how we're behaving and providing a valid alternative.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.